Hi again, guys. It's Debbie here with a short overview on the insights information that's available to you on Instagram, which can help you understand where your target market might be coming from and the best times that would be available to you to post on Instagram for the best interaction and response. So when you're on your profile page, at the top right, you'll see some bars. There's the third icon from the right at the top. If you click on that, that will bring you to the Insights menu. And this will be slightly different depending how many followers you have. So I'm going to show you both my accounts, and this one has less than 100 followers. So there's a bit less information available at this point. But I'll show you the difference between them both in a moment. So what you can see from here is interactions on your page. And it will give you, it's usually a week time frame that you will see on here, and it will show it in a bar graph for each day of the week. If you actually click on the bars themselves, it will then bring up the individual numbers of how many interactions, so you can see which days have been more successful. And from there you can go back to your posts and see what you actually posted. So for example, for me, Monday had 10 interactions. I could go back to Monday and see which posts I did on Monday that resulted in getting those interactions, and that would suggest to me that they're more appealing to people, so I would try and do posts similar to those in the future to keep similar interaction levels. It also shows you how many profile visits you've had for the week, and then as a result of that, how many people clicked onto your website if you've got a web link in your profile, of course. If you haven't got one, then that's not going to apply. Then it also shows you how many impressions that you've had, and an impression is basically how many times your post was, sent out there through Instagram, and the reach, and that's how many people kind of saw it and interacted with it in some way. Again, you can click on the columns to get individual numbers up here if that's of interest. And at the bottom, you'll see here, understanding your insights. If you click on that, it pulls up a drop-down menu just with a brief description of everything that I've said there as well. So that's quite handy in case you forget what each section's for. So that's the activity section. If you click to content, you can see the posts that you've done in the week. And on each post, it will tell you how many impressions each one has had, how many times they were seen, and it puts them in the order of the one that was seen the most. So again, it will give you an idea of what sort of posts are more appealing to people, to your audience, your target market, etc. You can also create a new post from this point. And you also get statistics on the stories. If you're not sure how to use the stories, you can check out my other video on that I did earlier on. And you can also create a new story from here. With each of these as well, although these just show for the week, there's an option to see all for each of them, and you can see every single one of your posts. So you can see overall which one has had the most impressions and which one has been the least popular. That's the least popular at the moment, but I only put that on tonight. So I'll be interested to see where this last picture ends up in a couple of days. Okay, so you just hit the back button to take you back to the main menu. And then if you set promotions, which is basically your adverts, you'll get the same statistics for those as well, but I don't have any at the moment. Then you can click on the audience tab, and as you can see, I've got less than 100 followers, so there's minimal information in there. But it does say that once you have 100 followers or more, you will get more information on that. So what I'll do now is I'll take you to my other account, which does have more than 100 followers. And you can see the difference that comes up. So when you come into Insights now, you will see at the very top, instead of the 3 different menu screens that was on the other profile, it now tells you how many followers I've had, how many have unfollowed me in the last 7 days, or how many have added me in the last 7 days. So 5 people have stopped following me for whatever reason. That's fine, people will come and go, it's not a problem. And then also how many posts have been added to the profile. Also tells you your impressions and your reach just by sliding across in this section here, how many profile views in the last week. Then you get more detailed information on your followers. Now this bit is extremely helpful. So just as a summary, it tells me that 83% of my followers are women, and the ages are roughly between 25 to 34, and the greatest following I have is in London at the moment. So if you click on see more, it will bring up just more statistics in different formats, so pie chart, graph forms. And it's great information just to see, especially this at the bottom, where your best viewings are, where your best, for your followers, what time they're online. So for just now on a Friday, the best time to get my followers online is now. So, well, after 9 o'clock, as you can see there. If we scroll through to different days, again, Saturdays is after 9 o'clock, Sundays is after 9 o'clock. So you'll find that most people will be online later on in the evening. That's when most people have free time to sit and scroll through their Instagram accounts. But it's just a very nice graphic that shows you straight away. So, if you're going to post at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's probably not the most beneficial time. So you might want to schedule a post, or you might want to just leave it till later on. So I find that really useful. Your locations, you can change it from cities to countries. So as you'll see, most of my reach is in the UK because I'm in the UK. So that makes perfect sense. And I haven't targeted any posts for any other specific countries, but you can do that when you start doing adverts. Age range shows you across the board between both men and women, but you can pick it to be just men and just women, so you can see the difference. So I find that really, really useful information. Helps you narrow down your target market and try and aim things at them at the best time. And then it's just got the same as the other profile had. You can see all your posts and all the different interactions they've had. Same with stories and same with promotions. So the rest of it is exactly the same, but the biggest difference is keeping track of your followers, and you need 100 or more to get this more detailed information. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, as always, please just drop me a message and I'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.